Hello everyone, welcome back to a Born Again original. This time it's going to be on XXXTENTACION and Hiket. We're going to cover a video made by someone else actually. Maybe some of my viewers have heard of a channel called G Marvelous. He has a lot of viewers, a lot of subscribers. Very well put together videos. And I saw his video on XXXTENTACION and also Trippy Red is included in it, but we're only covering the XXXTentacion part. I saw his video on XXXTentacion and Trippy Red, and I felt like I could add some more information to his video, and just add more information, like I said. So I'm going to show you his YouTube, and then we're going to go from there. So if you guys get the chance to, he's actually live right now. Go check out his videos. Lots of stuff. His video on Mike Tyson and the humiliation rituals was very interesting, and I actually made my video on it before I saw his, so we had a lot of points that I agreed with. So he's very smart in this regard and research and whatnot. So if you're interested, go subscribe and comment that I sent to you to his channel. So normally I just do the recording from the browser or the app itself, but I downloaded it this time just because it'll be easier for me to pause and talk, and you get me.
Alright, peace, y'all. Peace. In this video, I'm gonna be breaking down the careers of a lot of these new generational rappers. Now,
3 of the people in that picture are connected to 4 of them actually. You have oh my goodness, 5 of them. You have Trippy Red, Ski Master, Slump God, Little Pump, Smoke Perp, and I actually forgot who the last guy was. But either way, 5 guys in that circle are connected to a cult that openly worships the Baphomet. Well, not openly worships, but they worship the Baphomet. 5 of those people in that photo there.
I'm gonna be breaking down a few things, so I'm gonna probably have to keep this only on Patreon, alright? For those individuals that are, aware of these things, because I'm gonna be showing a lot of copyrighted material, and also I'm gonna be breaking down a few occult practices that these new generational rappers are into, alright? So I don't want this information to get into the wrong hands. So I'm not gonna put this out to the general public. Sorry, but I just can't do it. I don't want this stuff to get into the wrong hands, because I have to explain it to people that don't understand.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Most of my audience already know.
Actor in this video here.
Jeez.
Thing that you put
Went too far. Gotta love that.
Few things that I saw in this documentary and give you guys
He's talking about the Look at Me documentary.
some pointers on this, alright? So as we all know, XXXTentacion was a American rapper who came out with the song Look at Me, alright, which went platinum. The song was poorly recorded. It was very poorly recorded.
If you guys remember when XXXTentacion, he shaved his eyebrows and, dyed his hair. That was a humiliation ritual to let go of ego. It's very common in Philema when you're preparing to be a sacrifice that you would do a humiliation ritual, And there's one part where he was doing a live and he's like, or he was posting a video, he's like, yeah, don't you know that I don't give a... I know I'm ugly. or something like that. Something along the lines. But either way, humiliation ritual for X. Shaving his eyebrows, getting the gray hair, becoming ugly.
All right, but I wanna focus mainly on the spiritual aspect, on how and why this took off. All right, so if you guys watch the documentary, you'll see his whole progress from him starting off up until the point where he became successful. All right, they leave nothing out. All right, but like I said to you guys all the time, when these artists, okay, because everything is spiritual, okay, everything has to do with a spirit. When you're doing this music stuff, anything that you put your mind to, okay, is going to take a spiritual being or force to push you through there to that threshold. Okay, the rap game, okay, whatever you decide to do, you need that spiritual force to push you through to that next plateau. All right, so XXX started his group, which was titled Members Only. Okay,
do you guys remember my video on Members Only? They were talking about X, about he had great energy. He was, just a force. He was Ski Mask the Slump God described him as inhuman. That he had inhuman energy, right? Because they're being controlled by something other than themselves, a higher entity. Some would call, but we would call them demonic spirits.
Group of individuals that were all collective, and some of the guys in the group were trolls and would leave comments to kind of like push him up to the next level. They would all post his music at once, so he had a little group of collective individuals. Some of them were artists, some of them were trolls as well. All right, but when he started this group, he moved in, okay, with his first manager, okay, Bruno. I don't even want to say his name, but Bruno Dickums. All right, that was the guy that.
Now, one thing they gloss over in this whole thing is that he was actually a minor when he moved into this house. Who knows? Like, if he was having intercourse with the women there, they're pedophiles. Like, that was a cult. They're, Ben Bruno was like in his late 20s, and all the women were probably early 20s. Maybe some were underage. Who knows? Because he's a pretty questionable guy, right? You never know with him, especially if he's willing to house a underage kid who he has problems, but he's obviously not right in the head.
Gave X his first opportunity. Okay, now here's what I truly believe. Now, we all know that the porn industry is demonic in itself. Okay, now this guy was very successful. All right, and he took in a liking of XXXTENTACION. Okay, and showed him the ropes, okay, of this spiritual realm that he needed to tap into, okay?
So the thing with XXXTentacion is he was always into spirituality, even before he met Bruno Dickums. But for him, it was more of a new age concept. Like, he was using, like, the master key and using your own mind to, like, form your reality type thing. It didn't seem like until he met Bruno that he was practicing dark magic, these rituals, the sex magic, all that sort of stuff you'd get dark energy from, right?
Once he gave X, all right, this knowledge, X ran with it and took it forward. All right, he ran with it and took it forward. Okay, but like I said, when you guys tap into that stuff, okay, it messes with your mind. Okay, you feel there's a dark energy that resides over you. Okay, and this is clearly what happened here.
He was kind of buzzing at that point. He was making like underground hits, you know what I mean? And then people start peeping like, oh, he might be the next one up. You feel me?
My hair is just a reminder of telling me to fucking relax, basically. It's a reminder of me telling myself that, yo, you are human and that you are not a god. You are still on the planet Earth, and that you need to remind yourself that karma is a real thing, and whatever you give out, you will get back.
I knew that something was off. The voices in the head came.
So when you're dealing with people who are tormented by demons, they have many demons attached to them. The more you go into the occult, the more you open your chakras up, the more you practice New Age philosophy, meditation, all sorts of things. It may seem that you are clairvoyant, but you're actually just receiving these thoughts or these voices in your head because you've attached these beings to yourself. That's why when you empty your mind, that's why the Bible actually warns against emptying your mind, and that an idle mind, is not good.
Tell me, he would not sleep at night, and he would tell me he hears voices.
Literally, you'd be like, oh, I took LSD and I talked to a spirit that's a demon and told me information about myself, about how long I'm going to live, that they're going to come get him at some point. I really didn't like that shit at that.
Okay, this always makes me kind of laugh because, I'll get to my real point on this in just one moment, but XXXTENTACION, told Ski Mask, he's like, I was on LSD, I spoke to a demon, and they're going to come get me. And all Ski Mask had to say was I really didn't like that at that point, dude, that's not... imagine your friend just says that to you and you have no knowledge of the spiritual realm or anything like that. You're like, whoa, okay, let's just continue to hang out like everything's normal. Anyway, so when you're dealing with MKUltra victims as well, they use LSD and they do all sorts of things, they do rituals. Bruno's always described himself as a Baphomet. He said he sold his soul to the devil in Miami. So through that ritual, when he said that he spoke to a demon and that he was taking LSD, right, as I said before, that it would actually be a ritual and that it would be real people just showing him images or showing him other things, you know what I mean? It's just MKUltra. It's not like he actually saw it, Or he could have been in the astral realm and he could have seen an actual demonic spirit, or it could have been either of those two things, but you have to keep your mind open to the fact that they do these MKUltra type experiments on people that will make them believe they saw something they actually did not. So, and he was always stuck to the plan that he would be dead before a certain time. Maybe that was just his MKUltra programming speaking for him, and rather than him actually believing that he was going to die at a certain time. That's why maybe his alter personality could have called the hit on him, because they say that he was in contact with his killers beforehand, right? So he might not have even remembered it. It could have been his alter XXX personality that he sold his soul to get famous off of, right? Well, not sold his soul to, but the persona he was given to when he sold out to the higher ups. Either way, I'm going to stop babbling. Those are just some interesting thoughts that I had. So we'll continue the video.
They're going to come get him at some point. I really didn't like that shit at that point. Yeah, it was a very dark time.
And if I end up getting shot and killed for what the fuck I'm doing,
So if he believes that karma is real and that he is doing all those sorts of things, why would he believe that he may be shot and killed if he's only putting out energy that is good? If he's murdering people ritualistically, he is going to say that if I get shot and killed, right? He must have a heavy conscience, right? He must be heavy into dark magic, heavy into dark rituals. These types of people, man, Bruno Dickens and them, those are the types of people that you gotta check the floorboards, you know what I mean? You don't know if they're like a John Gacy or one of those types of serial killer types of people, just because they're doing rituals that involve human sacrifice. They worship Aleister Crowley. You know, like they're involved in it's more than likely they're involved in some type of human trafficking. Yeah, that's just another thought I have on these handlers or these people that have these big mansions that have a bunch of people in them.
Or if I end up getting my ass beat at some point in time, or nigga, if shit get hard on me, it's because I deserve it. That's point blank, period. Everybody will get a death. Everybody will get a death that is deserving. Everybody will get a life that is deserving. You will get what the fuck you deserve. Karma.
All right. So as we see there, things took a spiral turn for XXX.